back again with the Be-Limitless podcast by Airtel Uganda. My name is Faizo Piper Sesanga. I'm the host of this very entertaining concept. And I do have the last Airtel I'll be interviewing from Ginger. It's really been a pleasure. And I saved the best for last. Before I ask my question, please introduce yourself so that people know. When I'm quizzing you, people understand why. So please, your name and your role.
Thank you, Faizo. I am John Mark Ganantawa, the regional CEO, the SOM of
this
East One,
region.
yeah.
Yes. So now, the SOM of East One. Twagala kumanya, how come you people are always in Platinum Club? Like what? How come you people are always winning? Best employee sales. Now, I've seen you in every Platinum Club party. So my Airties who are in Kampala were like, oh, if you're going to Ginger, you're going to talk to the RBM, TBM, and the salespeople, ask them how they are able to always make it to the Platinum Club.
Okay.
For those of you that do not know, the MD's Platinum Club in Uganda is a club for the top performing Airties across the entire country, not just in Kampala, but in Jinja, Iganga, Gulu, Moroto, Fort Portal, you name it. But we want to know, how is it possible that the people who do not work in Kampala are actually, usually, most of the times, the most hardworking employees of the company? Yeah.
Okay. I'll first take you back to the moon, then I bring you back to where we are.
All right.
Now,
At the Nile.
yeah. Now, one of my team members said it, but I'll just take you back to the history, because I think by then he wasn't even around. I think I came in East One, and it was the worst performing region in Koa.
Yeah.
So, first of all, I had to first look at what is not running, what is not adding up. So I realized everything is there, the opportunities are there. So it's easy to perform because the opportunities are tremendous in East One. But why aren't numbers coming out? So the problem was, one, the people. And this is where the numbers come from.
Yeah.
So once you understand the people, because at my level, I do not do, but I make people do. So if you can know how you can make people to do the numbers, that is the only trick for performance. So I just had to make sure I make the people, one, love what they're doing. Two, show them the best way to do it without pressure.
Yeah.
And then just make them own the tasks and account for them, even when you're not there. Right now, I can tell you, I can go for a 1 month's leave and we still perform the same way. Because at my level, I work through people, I make things happen through people. So the only way you can get things done is impact the people, one, to love what they do it happily, own it, they will account to you, and results will come. Yeah. Like I gave you quote from the great man I usually read about, Martin Luther, where he said, not everyone can be famous, but everyone can be great. Yeah. The only way you can be great is how you impact people.
It's always a pleasure hearing from leaders from different aspects, because everyone has this one hack that works for them. It's not always the same thing, but there's just that one thing they have. I've spoken to a couple of TBMs. I've spoken to you as well, and it's never just a one fix, yeah, which is something I'm really impressed by. But I would like for you to take us back before RBM, yeah, before where you are now. What's that one role that tested you, that tested every value of yours? Let's say your patience or your love for actually making money. Okay. And you look back at that opportunity and you're like, this was one very, very, very challenging job.
Okay. I remember one of the biggest hassle. It must have actually been the maker of me. Yeah. I was working for Procter & Gamble. I was selling sanitary pads. Now, the funny bit is, it was interesting because the sales job usually is successful if becomes interesting to you. So you would go to the lady, because I was doing retail. You would go to a lady. Remember, a sanitary pad is very sensitive.
Yeah.
So by the time a lady buys it, they have fallen in love with what it will do to them.
Yeah.
So a lady, remember, you're a sales guy, you're not so much of the science in the pad and all that. So a lady needs you, first of all, to get down to earth and remove the shyness if you're a shy guy, because now you'll be talking about things that are covered. But the lady will now say, okay, this guy has got pads. They throw a question to you that is sensitive, but it's that answer that you're going to give that will make her.
I was going to ask about what those questions were, but let me just.
They may not be ideal for now.
Yeah.
But
I do get
the answer you give.
I do get the picture.
Is actually the cell.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's interesting how most of the times when people see us here where we are in our positions of work, they think we have always been like that. Yeah, because no one ever I would never have thought you sold sanitary pads. No one ever thought I sold hair. I interviewed a couple of other people here, and their past work opportunities are just it's just so funny. But
I know.
Away from that, how does that compare to Airtel? Now, what are some of the things you're grateful for working with the brand?
Okay. Now you're asking about Airtel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now Airtel, I could bring it in terms of the industry. Sales, the doctrines are actually the same. When someone is given product or service to sell, if they are good at sales, they will actually sell it. Just have to give them the product or the service knowledge. So for me, the doctrine and the art of selling is what I look at. But the most interesting bit now in telecom is the agility.
Yeah.
Now, in the pads where I used to work, it would be too much of the physical, the energy and all that. Now here, it's more of how fast you think. The other time would be probably I've met 100 clients, so probability of selling is higher because of the numbers. Here, the brain, the faster you think, the faster you go.
Oh my God. So what happens when you're a slow thinker?
You have the answer. That's the difference.
You know, one of my biggest fears is being in a room and being the one person who knows the least. Yeah. It scares me so much. I never want to be in a situation where I've gone somewhere and everyone around knows more than me. So every time I have a meeting, a podcast, do you know I spent the whole hour, rather the whole night reading about ginger?
Really?
Yes, because I didn't want to come here and then start talking about a city I know nothing about.
Okay.
Yeah, like the rocks. Someone mentioned about the ginger rocks. I knew that, but I got to know about that today. Yeah, and in this way, I really learned to appreciate, I think, everything I put my energy into. Because if I have to research and know everything before I do it, it's just always a pleasure. And this brings me to my second last question. I want you to give me how is it like working in Ginger, and what are the three things that stand out a lot. A lot of our other AITs have spoken about, the scenery, the people, the weather. I want to hear something that's going to shock me to that point of I am also shocked I didn't know that. Okay, fine, I didn't know Ginger people were so nice, that I know, but Ugandans were nice, The view, I knew. I want you to give me three things you know off head that I may not know, but also give me a brief of how working in Ginger has been for you.
Okay. I'll just give you something that I always also wanted to confirm, because I was hearing it. I was hearing it on in the corridors where people used to say, the women in Ginger have a stereotype. So
yes,
they have a you're already getting where I am.
Yes, don't even mention it, but I know the stereotype you're talking about.
So I was like, wow, I'm now in Ginger. The first time I worked in Ginger, I wasn't in Airtel, so I wasn't married then, long ago. So I was like, I think I should get a girlfriend from Ginger and confirm that stereotype, because I had it in campus. and I was far from ginger, so I couldn't confirm. You know, when you're in that age, you'd love to.
Yeah.
You'd love to. You get it,
Yeah.
to know. So the discovery age was then. So I said, okay. Now, God gives me luck. I get a ginger girl who is a Muchotara. So I was like, okay, now this one is going to be...
the stereotype.
Yeah, this is going to give me the real thing they used to talk about. The dad was the Musoga, the mom was the Musoga, the dad was Indian, but she lived in Ginger all her life. Like, okay. So her culture was purely
ginger. Wow.
I actually confirmed it's true. So don't ask me the stereotype, because you already know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and the second one?
And the viewers know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the second one?
Now, that stood out. Then the other one is, they used to always say, my culture is related to the Kisoga culture, especially in the kingdom and lifestyle.
Yeah.
So when I came here, I actually noticed my culture is actually related to the Kisoga culture. So it was easy to live with these people.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a pleasure. It's been lessons on lessons, and personally, I'm humbled by every story I've had, every experience, every lesson, and I'd just love to say thank you. Thank you so much, you guys, for welcoming me to your region, to your center, for giving me your time. I don't take it for granted, because
pleasure.
I know how busy RBMs are. I try to get in touch with some of you sometimes and I fail. That's how busy you are. So I guess as a closing shot, you could just say something you want to say to the people watching, to the ARTs, to the customers, to Ginger, to your family.
Okay. First of all, thanks to you. Thanks to Airtel for bringing this up. I think this is the first of its kind. Now, that will come to you to answer, because you've interviewed us now. I'm interviewing you. Why did you choose Ginger first before I close?
Because I'm always obsessed with this city. This is the other district other than Kampala that I've come to more than 10 times. So there you have it.
Personally, I'm glad that we are pioneering this. The first ever starts in Ginger, East 1. Yeah. So kudos to you for choosing the best for the first.
Yeah.
They always choose the best for last, but you chose the best for the first.
Yeah.
So then to family, greetings to my wife, beautiful wife, and my kids. I know they'll see this because they're always on
YouTube.
Yeah, and you're always linking them in. So I know they'll check on my LinkedIn and see this. And then my team. By the way, I never talk and forget my team. My TBMs, my DMs, and everyone below them.
Yeah.
Those are the people that make the region what they are. They usually say, John Mark has done it, but I laugh at people saying I have done it. It's actually them who do it.
There you have
lastly,
it.
To the most important people are the customer.
Yeah.
We are because they are there.
And there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode of the Be-Limitless podcast by Airtel Uganda. Wow. I can't say I'm going to cry. But if the MD is watching this, Ginger is the place I would love to work. Let me just slide it in. Till next time, see you.
So maybe to some, we are expanding Ginger. I'll see if we can get him.
I'm going to sell on the lake.